Hi, this is Eric with Stormtrooper Ranch. I did a hero helmet comparison a while back, but I did get another hero helmet, so I figured I'd do a new video. So let's kind of go over what we got, and um, maybe you can see some of the differences. So we'll start over here. And this is the RS Prop Masters hero helmet. It's supposedly cast from a screen used face. From what I understand, the cap and back is just kind of revamped from their stunt helmet, but I might be mistaken on that. The one next to it here is the Trooper Masters, and to me, it's a beautiful done helmet for a fan sculpt, and it's one that I would suggest that you buy if you can't afford the RS props. I just got this one the other day. This is a DA Props hero helmet, and I really like it. It looks nice, feels nice, and Andy did a great job doing the paint job on it. This one here is the Trooper Expert, Matt Gauthier. He made these a few years ago before he stopped making helmets, and it's a pretty nice looking helmet. This is the Walt Trooper Factory helmet, and it's, again, very nice, very sturdy, and to me, very well done. One next to that is the AM hero helmet. I really love the AM series. I've never seen a helmet so thick compared to the AM, unless you go to injection molded helmets like the FX or something like that. But these are super thick helmets, super durable. They are slightly taller. If you look at it at this angle, it's slightly taller, but other than that, the size difference isn't much. So we'll go and look at the back side. Okay, this here is the back side of the RS Prop Masters. All hand painted, very nice. This is the Trooper Masters. If you look at it, it's a little bit wider than the RS Props. So it's got a much wider look, but again, very beautiful helmet. This is the DA Props helmet. It's a lot narrower than the Trooper Masters, but pretty close to about the same size as the RS Props. This is the Trooper Expert. It's very comparable to the size of the DA Props and the RS Props. It's maybe not quite as tall as the RS Props, but it's still about the same width as the other two. This is the Walt's Trooper Factory. Again, very thick, very nicely made helmet. Walt does a very good job on these, and I would suggest if you're looking for one and you can't afford something like the RS Props, get a hold of Walt. I mean, you can't go wrong with one of his helmets. This is the AM helmet, hero helmet. His are not hand painted, but it comes with the decals for all the traps and the tiers, and they simulate a hand painted theme. But again, it's kind of a narrow helmet compared to some of these. It's not too far off from that, but it is slightly taller. I would say it's got to be at least a half-inch taller than the other helmets. I'm going to only show one side of the helmet. I'm going to show the left side of the helmets, but just so you get an idea what they're looking like. You notice it does have the correct 3 bumpy ears. Again, Simon does the painting on these, and it's all hand painted, and he does an excellent job with this paint. Again, this is the RS Prop Masters. This is the Trooper Masters. Again, 3 bump ear. This is all hand painted. Of course, I painted it myself, so don't complain too much about it. You might hurt my feelings. This is the DA Props. Again, Andy painted this one for me. He assembled it and painted it, and I think he did a great job with it, and I'm very happy with it. Again, he has the 3 bump ear, just like the rest of them. This is the Trooper Masters. Excuse me, Trooper Expert. Again, 3 bump ear. His 3 bump ear sticks out quite a bit compared to something like this. It does have quite a large where the bumps are, it really sticks out quite a bit more. But again, very nice helmet. This here is the Waltz Trooper Factory, and his ear doesn't stick out quite as far as, say, the Trooper Experts, but it still sticks out a little bit. But again, it's proper 3 bump ear, and it's again, very, very nice helmet. And Waltz prices are very fair. So I would suggest, if you're looking for one and you can't afford a higher end one, a higher price one, not higher end, they're all pretty high end, but a higher price one, look at Walt. This is the AM Armor. The ear doesn't stick out quite as much, but you can see it's a 3 bump ear. My wife actually assembled this one, and again, I really like these AM helmets. I mean, they're solid. You can hear the difference. So you can hear the difference. The AM is a solid helmet. Let's take a look at the underside. Okay, so we're looking at the underside. This is the RS Prop Masters, and you can see the shape and the size of the gap in that. Plenty of room for your head. I've got a big head and it fits in there just fine. This is the Trooper Masters. I actually have a little bit of trouble getting my head into that, even though it's a wider helmet, but from front to back is pretty narrow, and so I have a little bit of trouble getting that on. But again, it's a beautiful helmet. I love the Trooper Masters helmet. This is the DA Props. No problem getting your head into this helmet. It's got plenty of room. It's more of a circle compared to a oval like those two. But again, Andy does a great job with his helmets. He also does HDPE helmets, which are really fun to do. So if you're looking for a HDPE helmet that's not going to, or polypropylene, whichever you want to call it, that's not going to break the bank, Andy does a nice helmet. This is the Trooper Expert. It's a little bit smaller opening than, say, the DA Props, but my head fits in it just fine, and it's an easy one to put on no matter what size head you have. Waltz Trooper Factory, he's got a nice size opening just like the DA Props helmet there. It's about comparable size as the DA's, and again, Walt's a very reputable maker, and I would suggest him highly. This is the AM Armor helmet, and it's again, it got a big wide opening, big circular opening. Fits big heads, small heads. They're actually made for people with a larger body, so if you're looking for something that you can fit your head, AM's a good choice. And again, like I said, they're built solid, and you can't go wrong with them. Let's take a look at looking down on them. This here's the RS Props, just so you can kind of get a idea of the shape of the top. This is the Trooper Masters. This here's the DA props. This is the Trooper Experts. You notice his, it's a little more egg-shaped. It's kind of narrower up here than it is in the front. And this is the Waltz Trooper Factory. It has a slight narrowing also, but not quite as much as the Trooper Experts. And this is the AM Armor. Again, slight narrowing, but not as dramatic as the Trooper Experts. So we'll just kind of go over them one more time, looking at them. And again, one more time from the front, RS Props, Trooper Master, TA Props, Trooper Expert, Waltz Trooper Factory, and the AM Armor. So hopefully you enjoyed this. Hopefully this kind of shows you what you get when you buy a different hero helmet. Hero helmets are one of my favorite out of all the helmets, and I love collecting them. I wish I had more room for more of them, but this is what I've gotten as far as Heroes helmets go. And I actually have two more, but they're AMs, and they're one's built more of a Han Solo than a Luke's. So anyway, that's what I've got, and I hope you enjoyed this. I'll see you on the next video.